Hello. So this is How Was Your Day Bombshell. Well, I gotta admit, this has been one of those weird days. It's been kind of a mixed bag, if you will. You have good moments, bad moments, and then the oh my gosh, really moments. Um, my cell phone went off first really early this morning. Didn't pick it up. So I laid there, and it was about 7:10, 7:20, somewhere in there. Then I thought, well, I'll use the restroom and I'll lay back down and it'll be all okay. Well, then I hear a chainsaw going about 8 o'clock. And I'm thinking to myself, really? And then I'm positively thinking, maybe they heard my YouTube video and read my posts online and they're going to take the tree down. Wrong. They were here to pick up the limbs, apparently. And I don't know really who it was. I just heard a chainsaw, and when I got up, the limbs were magically gone. Which was approximately, well, it was before 9:10, I can tell you. I usually like to get up at 9:10, but Grandpa was talking, and there was just no way to rest. So I gave up, and my phone went off then with the carpenter again. And the carpenter was like, okay, I'm going to be there soon. Just let you know. I said, okay. So then he goes, can you tell me that address? Now, he's been here before. So this kind of concerns me. And I tell him the address, And I think, okay, let it go, Donna. So I let it go. And then I get ready to start feeding my animals around here. And after I get done with that, I call him again and tell him, okay, look, I'm not going to be able to get the door because I'm going to go to work. I'm going to leave a note on the door with some instructions. Grandpa will have Peanut on his lap on a leash, so that's why he won't be able to greet you. But please understand, and this is the areas I want you to look at. Now, mind you, I work from home, so while I'm working, I can hear this. Now, I'm going to stomp, and if you hear me, holler. I'm thinking to myself, oh no, this just has a makings of the moment of like either Money Pit, where you see them all trying to work on the house, and it just becomes a money pit, or it has the makings of Overboard, and I'm going to fall through the floor and forget who I am. The timing of things around here. Anyway, the funny part of it is, he says, yeah, I hear you. So the next thing I know, he comes upstairs, talks with Grandpa, and then they start the money talk, how much it's going to cost, right? Grandpa was fit to be tied. He told him, this is my bottom dollar, and this is what I'll pay you. And I guess he had told Grandpa that he would be back. Meanwhile, my mom and him talk, and he said, well, I told him that, but I also told him that it would take 1,000 more than that in order to get it done. She talked to him and told him of everything that's going on. And the emotional attachment to the stool was explained, and then he got it. He also understood that when he was here, I guess Grandpa went into great detail, that he felt like his work was being questioned, and he didn't like that. And him and Mike, that will be always special to him, this stool, because that's the last stool that they ever put in together, and he thought the world of Mike. So that was one reason that he definitely didn't want the stool gone. But as things do, they all age, and that needs improved, and that's the way life goes. So the guy had left for the day, and then I call him at my second break at 2 o'clock, and I said, okay, just need to clear the air on some things. We want you to definitely come back and do the work, but at the same time, it's not just the flooring that needs work on. We do need the bathroom worked on. He said, I understand that, but your grandfather said no. I said, that's nice. Me and my mom say yes, and we kind of override what he says. So I think he listened to me, and he understood where we were coming from. And he quoted a price, and I then said, well, I'll be responsible for such and such amount. Well, as soon as I got off the phone, Grandpa and I got into it, which was not good. And then he got really mad at me midday, and he was like, now when I handle business and I say it's done, don't question me, and that's the way it's going to be. And it kind of bothered me. It kind of reminded me of Grandma a little bit. So I try not to take it personal when they get that upset, but there's moments that it does bother me, And they say the caregivers always get it the worst, and I just happen to be double barreled, the granddaughter and the caregiver. So it's a lot of to hold on my shoulders sometimes, but I keep my chin up and keep going. The good thing was, with them removing the tree limbs, I did tell Grandpa to go outside and use his new rider and ride the boulevard so that there was no limbs out there. All he had to do was just ride over the bare grass now that we had grass growing up. He said, okay, okay. And he seemed to be in a better mood after he decided that he was going to be able to handle all of the money thing on his own, and he wouldn't need my help or my mom's help. He was going to do it on his own, and that's the way it was going to be. He just didn't want us butting in anymore. But somebody had to butt in because we needed the work done, and we couldn't, have him say he was going to be back if he wasn't going to be back. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, glad that everything got straightened out. The guy didn't come back today. He's supposed to come back sometime next week. That's a drawback to these carpenters. It reminds me of Money Pit so bad when they say, oh, let's flip a coin and see if we work today. And hopefully we'll, be a coin toss next week, but hopefully I'll be able to work and not, be bothered by it too at the same time. That's a big concern for me. I do enjoy my job. I do enjoy my crew that I work with, and I enjoy the superiors. It's a great job, and I think it shows because I got my 6th compliment this year. Knock on wood. I always say don't take things like that for granted. Be appreciative. Show your gratitude, because they don't have to show their gratitude. And treat every person as it's your first call of the day. I was taught that back when I was a freshman and I was working at another call center. The trainer, who ended up being the head honcho at that call center, said always walk in with a fresh attitude and treat everyone as you just greeted them for the first time, because you have. And I think that, if you take the time to show that caring compassion that is lacking in the world today, then you're going to get that caring compassion right back. So I'm not taking anything for granted anymore. And I believe in being appreciative of everything that anybody says or does for me, because life is short. It's just like my color art. I have learned to give those as gifts. It started with Grandpa's birthday, then my mom's birthday. We have Grandparents' Day this Sunday. So I, have gifted him Be Happy, Be Bright, Be You. And it's red to match his, as he would say, his former red hair. So I think that will make him happy. Plus, I got him RC, I got him Oreos. He's going to get a meal, and he's going to get candy up at Fleschner's. So we're all pretty happy that I'm taking everybody. We're going to go eat Sunday. So that ought to be fun. So that's all I have to report for today. And I think that it's been a mixed bag of treats. I did want to pass this on. There was a gentleman today who paid for my grandfather's gas when he went to go get gas in his little tank that we gas up the mowers. And Grandpa didn't get the guy's name. And if I knew who he was, I'd thank him for paying for that. That was very kind and very generous of you. Thank you. There was a woman ahead of us tonight at Arby's, and Grandpa was kind of mad because there's this other car parked over here, right? And this woman let that car in ahead of us, all of us, and there's a line out, to the street, and here I am like going, what else are we going to do? Go home and watch a baseball game, and I'm going to bake brownies because I'm going to go see my work mom tomorrow? I mean, come on. So he said at that point, okay, I guess you're right. So when it was our turn to get to the window, the little girl said, hey, got something to tell you, and it's pretty cool and awesome. I said, okay. She said, you see that car ahead of you? And we're like, yeah. They paid half your order. And the car ahead of them, because they let them go in the line, paid half of the other person's order. And I was blown away by this. It was just like, wow, And I said, that was very, very kind and very awesome. And I said, if we ever get it financially ahead instead of behind, because I explained a little bit of, we're experiencing a money pit house right now. But if we ever get ahead instead of behind, that that's something I would look forward to doing, is helping others who may need a lift up every once in a while, just to brighten their day and spirits. So that's something I hope that, if I wasn't able to do it financially for someone, but maybe somebody out there is listening to me and they can take that idea and run with it and pass it on. I think that would be very wonderful. Remember, Grandparents' Day is Sunday, so if you have a card, if you have flowers of any sort, make sure you remember your grandparents. And that's all I have for you tonight. I baked brownies tonight. I'm going to go see my work mom tomorrow and deliver some more Harlequin historical romance novels, as well as magazines. And then I'm going to also do a lot of house cleaning in here, because we're preparing for the carpenter again next week. We don't know what day, what time, or anything, but we just know he's coming. Hopefully that works out well. But we're just going to have to wait and see on that. So, God bless each and every one of you. Keep your social distance. Wash your hands. Wear your mask. And if you have to, use your hand sanitizer. I'm just about done with this book. I probably will read the rest of it tonight. We'll probably do a book review sometime tomorrow. Notice I said sometime. I'm so impressed. I've already got all my yard work done that I was going to do tomorrow. I did that on Thursday. So tomorrow, pretty much, I can focus on the inside of the house. That's awesome, right? And reconstruction. A lot of reconstruction. So, God bless each and every one of you. Love you. I will probably sing a song next. Stay tuned.